Have you ever heard grown-ups say, man, it was so much easier being a kid?
Hey, I'm Alex.
And I'm Philip.
And we teach you about grown-up stuff.
Because adulting shouldn't suck. If you're new to this channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. In the comments below, let us know if you'd rather be a child or an adult.
In this video, we're going to talk about things that you can do to help you live a stress-free life as an adult.
We're not here to tell you that being an adult is all rainbows and unicorns, because it's not. At least I haven't found a field yet full of unicorns and rainbows. But if I do, maybe I'll let you guys know, okay? I mean, Alex and I, we've both had our fair shares of hard times as an adult, where we wish that we were being kids, so we just didn't have to deal with the problems. But, you know, they always say that diamonds are created under immense pressure.
However, being stressed all the time is a real hindrance in life. Whether it's your work performance, your just general overall efficiency in life, your relationships, your friendships, and just overall happiness. Being stressed is a main killer of adults. You don't really realize it because it just adds up over time, but you're more likely to get sick. You know, the man flu, that's a real thing.
Super
I mean,
real
it
thing.
takes you out for weeks.
Weeks, man. It's crazy.
My wife makes fun of me every time I get sick.
It's a struggle.
I act like a baby.
With all the stuff that we see on social media and TV since we were young, it's shown us that life should be full of adventures and happiness that never has any downsides. But unfortunately, that's not the case. Life is going to have its ups and downs. Everyone is going to experience it at some point in their life. That's right, everyone.
It's how you react to these hard times that define you as a person. Are you going to cower down and let the darkness consume you? Or are you going to fight through the stress and come out on top? And that's one of the main things that people struggle with nowadays is getting through the hard times when, like Philip was saying, you know, all you see on social media is the good times of people's lives. But that's not reality. So you got to learn how to fight through the stress. And that's what we're going to talk about in this video today, because life isn't going to be stress-free, but you can make it a lot more stress-free if you do the right things.
With the information that we're going to give you guys in this video, you're going to be able to start it today, and it's free. First thing you're going to want to do is follow a routine. A routine is going to give you an organized and structured way to go through your day. You're going to be able to finish your work, get the most out of your time, and still have time left over so you can do the fun stuff like entertainment and other personal hobbies.
Next up, wake up early. You probably heard somebody say that before, that early bird gets the worm. And if you haven't heard that, probably not old like us. Or if you have, maybe your parents said it too, but it's true. Early bird gets the worm. You're going to be more productive if you get up early. And I promise you, you're going to feel a lot better, and you're going to just overall have more energy and efficiency throughout the day if you're fully rested. You're not going to need, to drink 2 energy drinks a day or monster-sized coffees because you're exhausted, because you got enough sleep. It's weird. Sleep is a lot better than fake energy from caffeine. So even if you get enough sleep, sometimes you still need coffee. I'm old, right? I got kids. I get up early. I try to stay up late-ish, and late to me now is like 10 o'clock, but I'm not perfect, and I ain't gonna lie. I got a caffeine addiction. I love me some coffee.
But Alex and Philip, I can't wake up early. It's impossible. Well, you could if you were tired, all right? I mean, it's gonna sound crazy, but if you woke up at 5 or 6 a.m. every day for a week, there's going to be a very little chance that after a week of waking up that early, that you're not going to be tired and falling asleep at a reasonable time in the evening.
I like to wake up at like 5:30ish, and by the time 9 o'clock rolls around, I've already got my kids in bed. I'm exhausted. I'm ready for bed.
Night.
By 10 o'clock, I'm out. But if I get off that, I start being lazier and sleeping until like 7-ish. Can't really sleep past that because I got kids. But if I'm sleeping until 7, and I find myself, staying up till like midnight, 1 o'clock, getting back on track and waking up at 5 o'clock sucks. But
so hard.
That first week, yeah, it's rough. And then after that, you're in the routine, and it's good. But
they say it takes 21 days for your body to get into a routine. All right? Those first 5 to 7 days are 100% the hardest, right? I mean, you're like, no. But if you just can get through that first week, gets a lot easier.
The next one up is working out. Now, you don't have to go to a gym every day like we do and kill yourself in the gym. There's all kinds of stuff you can do. But overall, just being active and moving gives you more energy. At first, it seems like it's going to take a lot of energy and you're exhausted. But the more you do it, your body starts to perform at higher levels. And then you crave it. And it doesn't matter if you're going to a gym or you're going on a bike ride or you're taking your dog for a walk, or you're going hiking, or doing yoga or swimming or whatever it is. Whatever you can do that you're going to stick with and be consistent with, that's the most important part.
Now we're going to talk about simplifying your schedule. Next to working out, this is probably the best thing that you could do to reduce stress in your day-to-day life. All you got to do is just say no to certain things. I mean, if there's something at work that you don't need to do, that you don't need to be there for, say no to it. Don't overextend yourself. An overly busy schedule is going to equal high stress, and nobody has time for that. Nobody.
You have to eliminate the distractions. If you're scatterbrained like we are, then you got to put away your cell phone. You got to clear off your desk, and you just got to make a to-do list and get stuff done. And what Philip was saying about saying no to things, it's really one of the most liberating things you can ever do, because people are always trying to get you to do more stuff or pile more things on your plate. And saying no and simplifying your life is huge. And if you have a hard time saying no, because a lot of people do, something that my wife and I do, we think it's funny, but a lot of people struggle to say no. So if that's you, you can do what we do, which is someone asks us to do something, and we respond, if we really don't want to do it, with, sorry, that's against our personal policy. And they look at you like, blink, blink, blink. What? Like, yeah, no, I have personal policy against that. No, thank you. What are they going to do? Argue against your personal policy? No. So if you have a hard time saying no to things, try it. It works.
Now, we're not saying you should say no to everything, right?
Right.
I mean, if something's going to be an opportunity that's going to help you grow as an individual or take you to that next step, then obviously don't say no to that type of stuff. But if it's doesn't benefit you,
it's a time waste.
You know, a total time waste, you're not needed there, then say no, right? Your time is valuable, and you just have to remember that. Don't live in the past. Look, Karen, what's done is done. Stop living in the past. Stop focusing on things that you can't change and focus on what's happening right now and what you can change for the future. This applies to you too, Kevin, okay? Stop living in the past. Stop wasting your energy being all negative on things that happened so long ago. No one cares if someone looked at you funny 4 years ago, or if Becky said this to John and now everybody's beefing because of what they did. Nobody cares. Stop wasting energy on it. Move on, move forward, and focus on you. Be happy.
Speaking of moving on, don't hold on to grudges. Whatever happened in the past with you and somebody else, and you're still mad about it, it's only going to hurt you the longer you hold on to that grudge. And whoever wronged you probably is just off living their own life, doing whatever, and not even thinking about the fact that they pissed you off at some point in your life, and you're over here, butthurt, still holding on to all that anger and resentment. And what's that doing?
Yeah. Kicking the can down the road.
Right. So let it go and move on with your life. It takes a lot of energy to be mad. Focus on being happy. Focus on the good things in life and just push all that other crap out.
Yeah. If you really want to get back at that person, show them that what they did to you doesn't affect you. Be happy, live your life, and move on. Don't overanalyze things that haven't happened yet. We understand that this sounds a lot easier than it actually is, but you have to remember that we can't predict the future. So if you're sitting there thinking about all the possibilities of something that could happen from like A, B, C, D, all the way through the alphabet, you're just wasting your energy and wasting your time. I mean, you have to be able to focus on the stuff that is happening right now and not stress about the things that could happen. It's going to help you. And if you find yourself like spinning down that dark alley of all these possibilities, do something to help occupy your mind. Go read a book. Go on a walk. Call a friend. Just try to get it out of your mind so you're not wasting that energy on things that you can't control.
We see this happen all the time as recruiters.
All the time.
People come into our office, wanting to change their lives for the better, and then they go down this like mental spiral of what ifs. You know, they get the analysis paralysis is what it's called. And then they end up making no decision at all. They don't change their life. What ifs are a major crushing life goal killer. So just do yourself a favor, focus on positive things.
Make a decision.
And roll with it.
Run with it. If you really need help, like making a decision, Gary Vee has a flip a coin test. It's great. I mean, you put one answer right here on one side of the coin, you put another answer on the other side of the coin, and you flip it. Whichever one it lands on, I mean, if that's what you like, if the answer is like you felt good about it initially, you're like, okay, awesome, then you made the right decision. But if it landed on the side of the coin that you didn't feel good about, and you're like, then maybe you should have went with the other one. And that's the choice that you should make for whatever decision is that you're trying to make.
Next one is don't try and keep up with the Joneses. Just live your own life.
Who's the Joneses? The Joneses are those people, they just got the new house on the block, okay? They just got the new car on the block. They just got the new big screen TV. They just went on that big, bougie, expensive vacation, okay? Those are the Joneses.
This happens all over on social media. There's Joneses everywhere. People are always posting about all the good stuff that happens in their life, and they're never posting about any of the bad things, so they look perfect.
Bastards.
You see somebody go on this fancy trip, and you think, why not me? Why can't I go on that trip? Well, who knows? Maybe they're a trust fund baby. Maybe their parents paid for it. Maybe they saved up for 5 years ago on the trip, or maybe they put it on a credit card and they're in massive debt, and it's going to take them 5 years to pay it off. Who knows? But what you should be doing is focusing on yourself, your own financial goals, and just being the best version of you and doing things that make you happy.
Yeah. Surround yourself with positive people. This might sound like common sense, but you need to surround yourself with positive people that are doing positive things with their life. You might have heard this before, maybe you haven't, but misery loves company. So if you're surrounding yourself with all these negative bitches, you're just going to become a negative bitch.
Next up is don't care what other people think. I know it might sound crazy, but the only opinion that really matters is your own. So you might have a bunch of money. Somebody's going to tell you how you should go spend that money. Or they're going to have an idea. If you go get a blue car, they're going to say you should have got a red car. Or you want to apply for a new job, somebody's going to say, don't do that. It's a dumb job. You have an idea if you want to start a business and follow your dream, somebody's going to tell you don't do it. It's too risky.
F them. Do you, boo?
Yeah. At the end of the day, the only opinion that matters is your own. When you're old and on your deathbed, are you going to want to look back and have a bunch of regrets that you didn't do what you really wanted to do because of somebody else's opinion? Or did you listen to yourself and follow your own dreams?
Follow your heart. Do something for yourself every day. This sounds simple enough, but for some people, it's really, really hard. Taking that time every day to soothe your mind and release those thoughts out of your brain is going to pay major dividends in the end. All you got to do, read a book, do some yoga, make your favorite meal, do whatever it is that brings joy and pleasure to your life every single day, and it's going to pay off. Promise.
Lastly, laugh more. There's tons of studies out there that showing if you just laugh, it instantly makes you feel better. We've been in the military for a long time, and we have some dark humor, and we find ways to pretty much laugh at everything and anything. So laugh, it's contagious, and it makes other people laugh with you.
Did it work?
I don't know.
No? I don't know. Life can be stressful, but if you implement just a few of these things in this video into your everyday life, we promise that it'll have a positive impact on your life.
So try to have fun, surround yourself with positive people, and laugh. And I guarantee you, smile. It helps. And I guarantee you there's people who would trade places with you in a heartbeat. So be thankful.
If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. In the comments below, let us know which one of these tips you thought was most helpful.
And we'll see you in the next video.